Join Dalton and Jacob as they discuss the ever-changing world of trading card games. TCG Buzz starts now.
What's up, guys? It's your boy Dalton here from TCG Buzz. Back at it again with Jacob.
Yo.
And we're at different tables. That's a good sign.
Yep.
We got a set review, huh?
We do have another set review. This time for Future Card Buddyfight X Booster Set 3. Overturn! Exclamation mark. Thunder Empire! Double exclamation mark. Exclamation.
Like, killed the vibe of the set name.
Yes.
By saying those.
Yeah.
Like, horribly.
Yep.
But let's just kind of roll into it. And it's like, what, the third, fourth?
Third booster set comes out October 20th.
No, that's not what I was talking about. It's about, like, thing that we've done.
Oh, we've done way more than 3 of these.
I wasn't counting, that's why. So we could just hop right into it.
Oh.
Let's start with the No World / Dual World / Chaos.
Okay.
You have anything there, Jones?
The new Gear God's neat.
What do you do?
He is a size 30, 50,000 power, 2 critical, 6,000 defense. Call cost. When your center monster is destroyed, pay 2 gauge.
Oh, wow. It doesn't matter what center.
No. When this card enters the field during your opponent's turn, choose a size 3 or less chaos monster from your drop zone and call it to your center without paying its call cost. This can get scary.
Mm-hmm.
Chaos Drain. If this card would leave the field, you may destroy a size 3 or less monster on your field. If you do, this card remains on the field. And he has Chaos Territory, and a new one for Gear God, he has Penetrate.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's a nice card.
All right. Not bad.
Definitely more defensive than previous Gear Gods.
Well, they need to be.
It's a nice tool to have.
You know, especially with the new overturns that are coming out nowadays, they need to be a little bit more defensive.
Mm-hmm.
Anything else for the Dual Worlds on your end?
Not really.
I have none, because none of them really piques my interest.
So we're just going to go down the list then. Danger World?
Oh, yeah.
That's all Dalton.
Oh, me. All right. So we got to talk about Demonic Rock Mech Trooper Dragolem. Don't know why they didn't want to spell it like Golem, but Golem. Size 2. The call cost, pay 1 gauge. It's a 7/3/5. 3 kit. Size 2. It's been a long time. It's been a long time since I saw something that piques my interest like this.
Mm-hmm.
Also, its main skill, all dual golems. That's right. We have dual golems. There's no longer just dual dragons. We have dual golems. Get +1 crit. That's cute, right?
Yeah.
It's neat. Overkill.
Here we go.
Ooh. Pay 1 gauge during your main phase. And for this turn, all cards on your field get +2 critical. Yikes. It's scary. He also has a penetrated move. But the fun thing about Overkill and Overturn is they cannot be responded to and they cannot be nullified.
Nope, no counter to it. No nullify. Nothing.
Just
if you've got one on the field, it's happening.
Yep.
And, you know, unlike our previous win condition thing they tried to do with, release condition, this doesn't require you to be at a certain life or less.
Yeah, but it's really strategy based because you can only use it once per game, which I think it locks into like, all right, I'm going to use this Overkill or this Overturn. So you basically get set into one.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's basically the boss card for Duel Golems. You know?
Yes. And is that the one that's also a chaos?
Yes, he is.
Yes.
Well, there's 2 of them.
Right. There's another one that's chaos, but this is the one I was thinking of that actually has some synergy in chaos as well because of its
I think you're
Overkill.
thinking of the other one.
Well, the +2 crit is all I'd care about.
But the other one allows you to draw 2 cards.
True. And we'll get to that.
Will we?
Will we?
It's not on my list.
Oh, well then we're not. Forget about it.
Should have been on your list.
Forget about it.
But next on my list is we got a triple rare. Earth Cluster Demonic Rock Palm. This item. 7,000 power. 3 crit.
Nice stats. Nice stats.
First skill. If you have a Duel Golem on your field, you may equip this card without paying its equip cost. Equip cost 3 gauge. So
Save that 3 gauge.
Whew, quite nice. Quite nice. And its effect, the main reason why I like it so much, is that when a Duel Golem on your field is destroyed, draw a card. Ability only activates once per turn. Otherwise, it'd be super broken.
Right.
Because
But
all but Dragolem have a thing where you pay a gauge in order to keep them on the field. Otherwise, they are destroyed.
So essentially, hang on. Essentially, you're getting a 3 crit, 7,000 power weapon.
Yeah.
That has a once per turn draw skill on it.
Yeah.
For free.
Yeah. And mind you, it's also a Duel Golem.
Oh no, so you can give it extra crit too, can't you?
It can be up to like 6 crit.
Oh no.
So can what's Dragolem? That's 6 crit right there.
Oh no.
That's 12. That's not even counting the other Duel Golems that you'll have on the field, and the fact that they'll be destroyed by the end of their battle.
Ouch.
Yeah.
That's scary.
The new Dark Heroes, but aren't very good. Well, I shouldn't say not very good. Not returning to hand, just going to the drop.
Can you tell Dalton really likes Duel Golems though?
Duel Golems.
What you got?
Well, the best card that's gonna be coming out is one of the best cards. You can't argue with this. We got Armor Knight Reborn Mummy. It's happening,
Here
guys.
it comes.
It's happening. The memes have been realized. We are getting more support for mummies. Sure, it's only a 1/2/1, but you can have any number of it in your deck. Any number.
As is the mummy playstyle.
Exactly. It's an uncommon. Just neat. Just neat.
But you need the foils.
No, I don't. I don't run foils. Come on.
No, he doesn't.
Come on, man. SPs, though, that's a different story. I'll run an SP.
An SP of an uncommon. That would be interesting.
It's somewhat. No, the closest we got is a rare SP. But we're getting off topic.
Yes.
But we have its first ability, outside the fact that you can run multiple copies of it, is all cards on your field get plus 1,000 power for each card in your drop zone with mummy its card name. Well, there went the power issue with mummies.
Breakthrough literally anything in the game. You see that nice Miseria on your opponent's field with 20,000 defense?
What to do? But I want to say it's supposed to be each different because I think that might be slightly broken.
No, it's got to be broken, man. It's mummies.
Well, it's already broken with its other skill with the fact of Mummy's Tomb, which I think was a horrible name for its ability there. Should have been Mummy's Curse. Just saying. Just saying. Because when this card enters its field, you may call a monster with Mummy its card name from your drop zone by paying its call cost. Once per turn. So you know what that means. Remember how you can do 4 attacks with the item, with having the item equipped? That just jumped it up.
Yeah.
5.
Didn't the item do something, or not the item, the set spell do something like that too, reviving them?
Yeah, but that's during the main phase of each turn.
But now you've got 3 different cards that can do that?
Yeah, but I'm also thinking about dropping the set spell down in numbers or taking it out of the deck because it's like,
We're going into too many details, yo.
hey, the people need this information.
That can come with your next mummy deck profile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that ends Danger World in my opinion.
To be clear, we should state this because we never do. This does not mean the cards we're calling out aren't all the good cards in the set. These are just the ones we really like. So there might be some cards that you're like, oh my god, this card's amazing. Why aren't they talking about it?
It just didn't pique our interest. Remember, it's our own opinions. But we're in the Darkness Dragon world now. Danger World's in the past.
Best world. Shots fired. Want me to start?
You can start her off.
All right, so the first card we have here. Well, the first card we got here, the
Yeah, good story. Like, what is it?
there we go, got it. The listing was not updating. There we go. Overturn Black Death Dragon Abigail.
Oh, of course. This Abigail guy. Yeah.
Black Dragon, White Dragon, A little bit of ebony and ivory there. Thunder Empire. Size 3. 737. Good stats. Pay 2 gauge to call it. All cards on your field cannot be destroyed by card effects nor returned to hand by your opponent's card effects. Then, all cards in their soul cannot be put into the drop zone by your opponent's card effects.
Did you say all cards?
Yep.
Very interesting.
Overturn.
Oh, here we go. Ooh.
During your main phase, pay 1 gauge. At the start of your opponent's next turn, end the turn. Your cards cannot attack during your next turn.
But why would you? Because you're planning to use it to.
Yes.
OTK.
Well, not quite, but it does get you one step closer.
3TK.
I like this card a lot. It takes a lot with Black Dragons for me to like a size 3. I find a lot of them to be just too clunky for the deck, especially for the current Death Count Requiem deck. Not this one.
That's called the set deck. Come on now.
The
Remember,
deck?
you have your mill deck, you
Yep.
have your set deck, you have your executioner deck.
Oh, this card just makes Death Count Requiem so much more consistent. And essentially, you don't even have to use it as a size 3 monster. You could just use it as a spell, essentially. Call it for its 2 gauge, pay a gauge, activate its skill, and then call over it. If you really wanted to. But yeah.
Pretty expensive spell.
I know. But it's worth it for an extra turn, essentially. And forcing another card into Death Count Requiem Soul and triggering your other set spell skills. It's very good. Next card? You or me?
You. But you's not here. And there's no hero.
No one's
But
going
I'll
to,
go.
No one's going to get that. Come on, man.
They will someday.
Someday. Okay, next.
Next, we have Chaos Vader. Almost could have been Vader.
Almost.
Would have been too perfect. Another size 3.
Mhm.
Yes, because I love my size 3 Black Dragons.
He does.
Black Dragon Chaos. It's 735. Call cost 2 gauge. Wait a minute. Stats are almost similar. Call cost is similar. It's a clone of Earth Tremor.
But what does it do?
But what it do? When this card enters the field or is destroyed for this turn, a card on your opponent's field gets minus 2,000 power and defense and minus 1 crit. What are you going to do about that, man?
Not much. That's just
Right.
a nice, consistent skill.
Also, when this card attacks, if there's a set on your field, put the top card of your deck into the gauge and gain a life, and it has Penetrate.
Yeah.
And it's a triple rare. So you know what that means? More triple rares for my size 3 Black Dragon.
You're going to end up with a full triple rare deck, aren't you?
Well, you got the spells, you got the monsters. Maybe.
Nice, solid card there, yeah.
Beautiful.
Mine.
I guess it can be used in Chaos too.
My card next, though.
Your card. Okay.
Another Black Dragon. This one's a size 2, though. We're finally moving on for the size 3. Black
Ooh.
Arc Dragon. River Pain.
What a pain.
I know. Size 2, Black Dragon, Thunder Empire. 621 for stats. So not the greatest stats, especially on the defense, but who cares, right? When you get a great ability out of it. Pay 1 gauge to call it.
Okay.
Counteract. Black Thunder Summon. During the attack phase, destroy a monster on your field. If you do, call a Black Dragon or Thunder Empire monster from your drop zone by paying its call cost.
Okay.
GG. There are some great targets for that. Looking in, because you got the Thunder Empire deck, which we haven't really addressed much. There are some great targets in that to call. Bots, go crazy aggro. But looking at it in Black Dragons, main card I'd want to call with that would be Purple Rag of Ruin for that extra sweet 2 life on call, and then with its pop at end of turn.
Yes, so.
Good. And its second skill. When this card enters the field, destroy a monster on your opponent's field. Nothing to complain about there.
All right, I guess. It's cool.
Oh, and it's got double attack.
That's neat.
Good card.
It's neat.
I like it quite a bit.
All right, off to me now. And now, I know how we said this is our opinions, but I'm going to say this now. This is the best card in the set, and it's not even a triple rare.
Whoa.
I'm telling you, it is the best card in this set.
Let's go.
Believe me.
Believe it.
Landmine Jailer, Izumane.
Oh, no. I knew this was coming.
Size 0, 2/1/1. Oh, this Black Dragon Executioner.
Tell me about it.
Well, when you're attacked, choose a card that is attacking and put this card into your drop zone. And if you do, put the top 2 cards of each player's decks into the drop zone and destroy the chosen card.
Talk about a pressure unit.
I'm not going to lie, because I know how you like to say how some cards are like misraritied.
Mhm.
What would you have given this card if you got to give it a rarity?
I don't know, because in my opinion, I'd say rare. You'd probably value it higher than that, but I'd say rare.
No, I'm okay with the common. I'm not going to argue with that.
It's a really nice card for executioners and your funky mill deck.
And it's basically another nullify. It's a not death shield. Yeah, it's a death shield. I was right. Without having to pay a gauge, really.
It's a
Free to
fantastic
call
card.
it. It's a size 0. You can run it with your size 3s. Sure, it's only when you're being attacked, but
But I see
now,
pressure from
your
that.
opponent's going to be like, well,
Now
I don't want to mill cards because I'll also be most likely to be running Killing Chain. So that means you're milling 4 instead of just 2 like me.
If it was me fighting that, I'd just go straight for killing it, which, hey, you just forced your opponent to kill a size 0 on your field that you paid nothing to call.
Best plans. Best plans.
All right. Next card.
Next card.
This card, this is one that Dalton and I were almost fighting over who got to not only talk about it, but who's getting all the copies.
Oh, we didn't really fight over who get to talk about it. I allowed you to talk about it.
Yes, but we both would give it the chance. Execution Ground. Oh.
Too bad it's not an executioner.
Black Dragon. Spell. Set spell. I'm already in love. When a card enters the soul of a black dragon on your field, there are a lot of different ways you can do that, the big one being Death Count Requiem, but there are some other cards.
Just calling a monster that gains souls when it enters.
Put the top card of your deck into your gauge and draw a card. Once per turn. Oh no. Then, when a black dragon with set on your field is destroyed by your opponent's effect, deal 4 damage to your opponent.
You see, our opponents are lucky. Because if we could destroy our own set spells, well, like we can,
Brutal.
and it would still trigger and deal them damage, OTK standards right there.
The important thing with this,
That would be an ER, and they wouldn't even know how to foil it correctly
the important thing with that is you're not going to get that second skill off ever.
too often.
I don't think, I think it's pretty safe to say that 99% of the time you won't get that skill because your opponent never will want to destroy your things ever again.
Unless it's something that scares them enough.
Yes.
Try to get rid of it.
Like a 2-soul Death Count Requiem about to, but even then, you know, you've got cards to prevent that.
Then again, I got ways to get around that too.
And then, you know, you're also keeping up with that engine of your extra draws and whatnot. It's just a fantastic card.
Onis can deal so well with that. So funny.
All right, next.
Anything else for Darkness
I
Dragon
have
on your end?
One more card I'd like to mention. And this isn't like a super amazing card, honestly, but it fixes some issues. Sunken Ruins. Black Dragon, Deep Chaos.
Oh no.
During your main phase, when a size 3 or greater monster enters your field, and this card is in your drop zone, you may pay 1 life. If you do, cast this card from your drop zone. Neat trick, right? Set.
It's not a one-trick pony, is it?
No.
Okay.
If you would take damage, let me slow down there. If you would take 3 or more damage from an effect of a monster, it is reduced to 0. Okay, so that just gets rid of Penetrate altogether.
Nice. Well,
Well, 3 crit or more penetrate.
Yeah.
And several other spooky effects. And then when a monster on your opponent's field attacks, put the top card of your deck into your gauge once per turn. So the big thing for me with that is that getting rid of 3 or more effect damage really helps Chaos. But I see a lot of benefit for Deep in that as well.
Deep.
And Deep can get this card into the drop zone so easily and then just pay a life to bring it back.
Yeah.
So easy. Plus, Gauge Ramp is always nice in any deck.
I was also just thinking of my wonky deck, so.
Mm-hmm. All right. Anything else from Darkness Dragon World?
No, not for me.
Okay. Next. Dragon.
What you got?
I only have 1 card.
And I have none.
Oh.
Because to be fair, this is Christian's world at this moment.
Yeah. Neither one of us will really be playing Thunder Empire at all, so we're not really going to speak on it.
Hey, I never said I wasn't going to build a budget deck.
Oh, okay. Suffice to say, a summary of all the cards we're not talking about, they're good.
Yeah, they're good cards.
Nice, solid support for pretty much all. Actually, I have 2 cards. I forgot about one.
Oh,
okay.
Well, let's talk about them.
All right, card number 1, and this is something I will never play, and I honestly don't care about. I just appreciate that it's here. Dragon Knight Todo. Todo? Yeah, that's how it would be pronounced. Dragon Knight. Shinshiguni.
Isn't it Shigumi?
No. Shinshenguni. 3/2/1. So all I care about is that attribute. Shinshiguni. This is the first Shinshiguni support card since Drum's Adventure.
Are you sure?
Pretty sure.
I have a feeling there was one that came out in between then.
I don't think so.
I could be wrong.
Yeah. It's been a long time. Pay a gauge. All other Dragonite on your field get plus 2,000 power. Size 1, I should mention. Pay 1 gauge. If you do, all Shinshigumi on your field gain double attack.
Why didn't they just say it was an overturn ability?
It's a nice, solid card. And it's nice to see boost your, even if it's only literally 1 card in the past couple years, remembering that their old archetypes still exist.
Mm-hmm.
Next card. This is the one I forgot, and I can't believe I forgot it because I love this card. Heaven's Gift with a Z. Spell. Sun Dragon. Guardians. Choose and use one of the following 2. You may only cast Heaven's Gift once per turn. Put up to 1 Guardian item or spell with set into your hand from your deck and shuffle your deck. That's 1 skill. Really great card for searching out your item in particular, because there are no other cards in Guardians that search out your item. And second skill, put all cards in your drop zone at the bottom of your deck. Then, if there's a Guardian spell with set on your field, put this card into your gauge and draw a card.
It's aight.
See, the big thing, it's about consistency for Guardians.
But they're already so consistent.
But this puts them from like a 90% consistent to 100%. And
Let's go 95.
And it also totally screws over the matchup for Black Dragons.
Nah, I can still outmill them.
You outmill me, and then I use the skill, put all my drop zone back.
Nah, I can still outmill you.
He's cocky.
I'm not cocky. I'm just confident.
All right, next. That's it for Dragon World for me.
All right. Off to Katana World. See?
No, we're skipping 1.
Oh, I forgot. I forgot about a world that's not really a world, but it's a world.
Generic. There's 1 generic card, and we both like this card, right?
It's aight. I cut my eye.
Skill Binder.
They're binding their skills.
Pay 1 gauge.
1 gauge.
Counter.
Counter.
Choose a card on your opponent's field with double attack or penetrate and rest it.
Which, it's like, it can stop bots except for Rampage.
Mm-hmm.
It stops a lot of things nowadays, but
Sure.
I would have liked it to have been more just rest any
Yes.
monster. I would have preferred, but
I mean,
I guess it's still nice.
For the most part, those are the cards you'd want to target with it anyways. But the important thing is, holy crap, we have a generic card that's actually pretty good that rests things.
Yeah, but it could have been better. Just could have been better.
Dalton always wants to break generic.
Yes, I will break generic somehow.
All right. Now on to Katana World.
Alrighty, I'll start her off here with a secret card. It's a size 3 Oni Assassin. Ibuki's right-hand man, Kid Ibaragi. Don't know how to say his name. I hope I said it right.
Maybe.
I mean, you can only call this card if you have an Oni Assassin item equipped. To be fair, that's a good thing. Otherwise, it'd be an Oni meta. So, call cost. Put the top 5 cards of your deck face down to this card's soul and pay 2 gauge. It has move. And that is correct. I did say the top 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, no soul guard.
No soul guard, because it don't need no souls.
You don't need no soul guard.
You don't need no soul guard, because that ambush skills.
I mean, you could just troll someone and build a for fun deck focused around him and run Ultimate Buddy.
No, don't do that.
But yeah, I mean, you're getting off such consistency with that with ambush skills.
Mm-hmm. All the current ambush stuff that we have and all the ambush stuff that we're coming in this, it's deadly.
Because the Oni deck, it's like 70-80% cards that can activate some sort of skill from ambush.
I would say 70-ish, because you're running Snake Gaze just because it rests. You run Nullifies.
I'm pretty sure your items don't
do
things. Yeah. So, but for the most,
it's the first item. When a card enters through ambush, you can pay a gauge to pop a card on your.
No, I mean just ones that activate by being placed.
Oh no,
actually,
no.
But I mean the consistency is quite high, and you're getting 5 of them,
give or take.
I mean, just imagine that you get all your good Oni engine spells in there,
and the fact that if you run set spell, you can add another card. You run one of the items, you can throw another card in it. That's 7 already.
That's scary.
7.
At this point, it's getting to the point where like the only way to beat Onis is to just deck them out,
which is very plausible because
they just need a refresh card.
Sometimes I forget what I'm doing and I go a little too hard, and then next thing I know, I have like 5 cards left in my deck. And
all right, my turn.
Do you have something?
I do. I actually have a couple. I'm surprised.
We'll see. We'll see what you got.
All right. My first card. Ready? Here he is. Giant Tanuki.
Giant Tanuki.
Good. Size 2. Guardian Executioner.
Nani?
Yes. So this seems to be their new thing, where their cards are Guardians and Executioners and have skills that can work in both.
About time.
It's kind of weird, but also it means, when one's getting supported, you can hopefully get support for both, which is nice.
Mm-hmm.
So he costs 1 gauge, and he gets 1 top deck Soul Guard. Nice. He has Penetrate, also nice. 7/2/2 for stats, also nice. And here are his 2 skills. When another card on your field attacks, put the top card of your deck into your gauge. If you have 2 or less cards in your drop zone for this turn, this card gets critical +1. So it becomes 3 crit penetrate, and he gains you a gauge. Not bad.
And that's for each time a friendly attacks.
Yes.
While it's under Guardians, basically, right?
Yes. Now you're seeing. And his other skill, the one meant for Executioners, essentially. When this card attacks, gain 1 life, which is nice and generic, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then, if you have 15 or more cards in your drop zone, for this turn, all your other cards get +1 critical. He's so good. And the gauge gaining and life gaining are super generic, so no matter what your drop zone is, you're getting them in either deck. And those alone would make him pretty much worth it. With Soul Guard and Penetrate and good stats. And then you've got 2 also really amazing abilities. He's great.
He is.
Next.
Well, we got a archetype in Katana World that's finally getting support that my dreams have been realized. I've been wanting this deck to become stronger, better, faster. No, I'm not trying to rip off Kanye. But Fog, Water, Hermit, Deity, Nanase, size 2, 626. Those stats sound so delish. Call cost, put 2 water from your drop zone into this card's soul and pay 2 gauge. That's right. I'm talking about water.
It's what you drink.
That H2O, high quality. Its effect is when this card is destroyed, destroy a monster in your opponent's field, put a card from your opponent's gauge into the drop zone, and put the top card of your deck into the gauge. It has double attack and soul guard. That's all I gotta say. Because I know you were all like, you saw it and you wanted to steal the water from me. I'm like, I had some choice words for you.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't happening because like water's always been your thing. You played it when it first came out.
With the very limited amount of water cards I had.
Yes.
I only had one of the original and one of the Skull Warrior one too. So I'm like, I can make this work. It worked decently. It was a fun deck. Can't wait to bring it back.
Yeah, it's what a great card to bring back.
That spot's an 8/8. Oh, just so delicious. Size 2s.
My turn to take your card, or do you want to go for the other one?
Well, it depends. Is your other one a water?
No.
You can go.
Okay. So, next card I want to talk about, probably the most interesting katana card in this entire set for me, Secret Scroll.
Wow.
This card actually made me interested in ninjas.
Yes, that's right, guys. You will be seeing Jacob play ninjas.
Yes.
Maybe.
I built them once a long time ago, but they're always kind of your thing.
You did
for a
build
while.
them?
What?
You did build them one time?
I built a budget ninja deck at one point.
Remember this.
Yeah. Set. All ninja on your field get plus 1,000 power. Always nice, right? They need power.
Was it super lethal? Yes, super lethal too.
Here's the thing. It is a set. Did I say that? I don't know.
Yes, you did.
At the beginning of your main phase, you may pay 1 gauge.
Okay.
If you do, put up to 1 ninja arts from your deck into your hand.
Wait, hold up. Back up. Back up here.
Mm-hmm.
For 1 gauge,
1 gauge.
I can search my deck
Mm-hmm.
for a ninja arts.
Yup.
You're telling me that we have our... I want to say there might have been a Dragon Shield searcher, but we'll just say there isn't. Our first nullify searcher in the game?
First, at least reasonable cost one. Because there have been yeah.
Has it been?
Yeah, because there was a jackknife that did that, I want to say.
Jackknife doesn't count.
Yeah. No, because it sucked. But, yeah, so you can search out Art of Body Replacement. I believe you can search out Snake Gaze. Is it a ninja art?
Yeah.
Right hand, backhand, all those fun cards.
Ooh.
There are so many options. And, you can even go for the double set and search out a Shinobi Scroll.
Ooh.
So interesting, the things you can do with it.
It's too good.
Yeah.
It's too good.
Fantastic card. Really makes, because what I'm looking for is, a good solid toolbox deck. And this is, ninjas are starting to become that deck.
Oh, they've been that deck for a while. They just kind of slowed down on it and became a mill-based.
And a whole bunch of other weird.
Yeah, we don't talk about the others.
All right, so what's next for you?
Next for me, we have Heaven's Net Armored Canyon. Yeah. He's a size 3, 725 Skull Warrior Water. That's right, we got more water to talk about.
So wet.
Call cost. Put the top card of your deck into this card's soul and pay 2 gauge. If this card is on your left or right, reduce the size of a Skull Warrior or water on your center by 2. You already know that's where you're calling the Hermit.
Yes.
And she's going to be hopefully an 8
Mm-hmm.
to 8. She's going to wall for you. And the fact that your opponent really doesn't want to attack her because of her effect, yada, yada, yada. Also, counter. Act. Destroy a Skull Warrior or water on your field. Other than this card, if you do, put the top card of your deck into the gauge and you gain a life. It has Penetrate and Soul Guard, which is cute and all that. But mind you,
synergy.
Gauge and life. Life. Tunnel World has life gain again.
And that's not the only time you'll hear that.
Whoa. Don't spoil it.
Oh, don't spoil it.
Don't spoil it. If I remember correctly, I don't think Nanase is only by your opponent's card effects, or in battle. So
No, it works
oh,
perfectly.
so it's that synergy.
Yep.
It's good. Ooh, so good. What you got next?
All right, next. So the last card I went off of, I'm sitting here going, well, are we going to get any new cards that are good targets to search out with it? The answer is yes.
Oh, nice.
A new Nullify.
Another one
Yep.
among the other 500.
Shadow Stitch Technique.
Mm.
You may only cast this card when your opponent's monster is attacking. Pay 1 gauge. Counter. Nullify that attack. Then choose one of the attacking monsters, and for this turn, that monster cannot stand.
Ooh, nice. So wait, does that technically override Overturn from bots?
Yeah. Yeah, it does.
Synergy.
So I don't know if this will end up being a main deck card,
it could be,
but it's
deck.
definitely going to be a sideboard card.
Nah, it's gonna be main board.
Yeah, probably. It's a good card. And at the very least, even if you're not getting that skill off, you are still at least getting a Nullify. It's better than a card
Exactly.
that only works situationally.
Right. Well, I got 3 more to go through, so we'll kind of rapid fire them in a sense.
Okay.
So next one, we're gonna back off of water for a little bit. We're gonna go into Oni Assassins again. We got their new item, which is 6,000 power, 1 crit, Hidden Dark Arms, Yabugatana, Yubi Katana, yeah. It's only 1 gauge to equip it. When this card attacks, destroys a monster on your opponent's field, or deals damage to your opponent, you can choose an Oni Assassin on your field. Look at the top 4 cards of your deck, put up to one of them among them into that chosen card's soul,
Mm-hmm.
and put the rest of them at the bottom of your deck. So in
Not
other
only
words,
are you getting a card into soul, but you're getting to select from 4?
yes,
That's so good.
which it can be stopped, yes, but it happens. Also, I'm just double checking Buddy Spoiler's thing for it. It doesn't say face down, so technically it doesn't work based off that, but I'm pretty sure it does. It's supposed to put it face down because otherwise
Yeah.
it kind of sucks.
Wouldn't make
things.
sense any other way.
Now there's no time to waste. We have to get back to water.
Go ahead.
So we got Demon Wave Fresh Blood. Because you got water in your blood. Cast cost of 1 gauge. Put up to 1 water monster from your deck into your hand. Shuffle your deck. You can only cast this once per turn.
So it's a ever so slightly worse Call Super Machine.
No, not really.
Because it says monster, doesn't it?
Yeah, but that's
Yeah.
really what you're going to be grabbing anyway.
Right.
Let's be real.
Grab another one. But no, that's a great card. It really adds to their consistency. Lets you get your combos out.
Especially since there's so little monsters, I guess, that you would actually try to run in the water deck anyway.
That are
So
actually
it makes
good.
sense to do it.
Besides a couple random vanillas and whatnot that are waters.
That you might not even run to, but that's the point.
Yeah.
But also, there is a monster that searches out the set spell, so
Yep.
that's the point. And now for my last card. The last card that supports Oni Assassins. But I believe will be in every Katana World deck from here on out. On the alert.
Go for it.
Despite the name, its first skill is put the top card of your deck into the gauge. I know what we're all thinking already. Another gauge gain. Katana World doesn't need this. But wait, there's more. Gain 2 life.
Wait. Hold on. I'm sorry. What was that?
I'm sorry. I said you gain 2 life.
Can you repeat that?
2 life is gained.
Can you form it in as a sentence or as a question?
What is gain 2 life?
I remember when, the only way you were gaining life in Continental World was buddy calling.
And you know what's better? Because it has a second skill, which works the best in Oni Assassins.
Right. It is an Oni card, so that
Yeah.
makes sense.
And it does specify leaving the soul of an Oni Assassin.
Good.
So on that effect, you lose the gauge gain, and it gain an additional life to gain.
Gain
3.
Gain 3 life?
So if anyone who's following the anime has probably have seen it, that ridiculous fight between what's-his-face and Gao.
Sakate?
Yeah, Sakate. Don't care about his name. His deck's
I'm
the only
surprised I
thing
remembered that.
I am too. You don't really remember many characters. And how he jumped up to 20 life. I know this might be spoilers for Jacob, but
Yes, I'm behind, but
that's because you watched the dub. That's okay. I'm sorry, but yes, it was a spoiler.
Ooh,
If you
20
don't
life.
watch the sub, but
That's Dragon's Why.
that's that life gain. Well, I think we've rambled on long enough. I think we should wrap this up. Thanks to Buddy Spoiler for having all this information that we can use to give you guys the set review. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell to get them notifications, though.
Yo, and comment below letting us know, because we only covered a good handful of good cards, but there are plenty of other ones in this set. Let us know what your favorite cards from the set are.
Mm-hmm. And what do you think are going to be forever staples?
Life Gain and Katana World. What is this?
I know Christian would have liked us to talk more about Thunder Empire cards, but
He's not
he should
here.
have joined. He should have joined, but maybe we should spam.
Guys, if you miss Christian, let us know in the comments.
Check out the shop in the description down below. But I think we've talked long enough. I
Yep.
think they're sick of us. Stay classy, y'all.
Thanks for listening to TCG Buzz. New episodes can be found on tcgbuzz.com. Don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. For box openings, deck profiles, and more, make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel.